Give me just 1 second.
You're good.
Okay, ready whenever you are.
All right. Did you know that 100% of people have to eat to survive? However, eating over time has been transformed from a necessity to a hobby, with many new innovations and luxuries being introduced every day. Among these luxuries that are shaking up the culinary world, one seems to be gaining a lot more attention in our modern society, and that is food trucks. After having done several hours of research, and being an avid food trucker myself, I've become very knowledgeable in the field of food trucking. In my speech today, I will cover the origins of food trucks. Second, I will tantalize your taste buds with a few examples of food trucks that I have purveyed myself over the past few months. And finally, I'll teach you how to find them. First off, I'll explain the beginnings. Now, the food trucking business didn't start off with wealthy entrepreneurs, but rather an LA hotel cook. Back in 2008, a man named Roy Choi had been hit with economic strife. Having lost his job, he decided to take his cooking skills to the streets and created the Kogi truck. Using social networking, he decided to advertise his truck on Twitter and appeal to a larger, hip crowd. People soon flocked to wherever this elusive truck parked, and it soon became an LA sensation. Others caught wind of the idea, and they started up their own food trucks, resulting in the whole mess of food trucks you see today roaming the streets. Now that I've briefed you on how food trucks came about, let me give you some examples of food trucks that I have been at. These are a couple of trucks that I've been at. The one up at the top is the Kogi truck. I've been fortunate enough to have caught the Kogi truck one brisk January afternoon. And the Kogi truck has quite an array of items on its menu, ranging from tacos, burritos, and quesadillas to sliders and hot dogs. Well, all of them have been prepared with a little Mexican Korean flair. I've ordered the sliders there, and they're nothing short from fantastic. First, they start off with caramelized Korean short ribs, and then they pile on some sesame mayo, melted cheese, salsa roja, and a secret spicy salad mix, all cushioned between two King Hawaiian sweet bread roll buns. In short, they're a revelation of the taste buds. The second truck right here is Dogzilla. Now, Dogzilla specializes in taking an ordinary dog and putting an Asian American twist on it. Now, I have had the honor of tasting one of the best wieners I have ever put in my mouth to this day, the yakisoba dog. Now, this not-so-average dog consists of a spicy hot link, topped with stir-fried yakisoba noodles, cabbage, bean sprouts, green onions, okonomi sauce, red ginger, and finally, aonori. And let's not forget about that bun. 3 conjoined Hawaiian bread rolls, all split in half and caressing this delicate treat. But now you're probably wondering, how do I find these treats? Well, in my final point, I'll teach you how. A popular method of finding food trucks is through Twitter. Now, generally, every food truck has its own Twitter. So for example, you can find Kogi's Twitter at KogiBBQ. But there's also a dozen of news feeds that keep track of a plethora of trucks. For example, Find LA food trucks, cluster trucks, mobile cravings, and roaming hunger. However, for those who don't like the Twitter scene, there's also apps that pretty much do the same thing. Most of the apps just reconstitute Twitter feeds from food trucks. But one app made by Road Stove seems to be a cut above the rest. Now, Road Stoves is the company that got Kogi off his feet running and is responsible for this whole food truck craze. Now, what makes their app, the RSGPS, not only does it give you the Twitter feeds from each and every truck it monitors, but it also gives you locations via transmitters planted on each and every one of their trucks. This gives the user 24-hour updates 7 days a week. In my speech today, I've talked about the origins of food trucks, the kinds of food trucks that are out there, and how to access these mobile delicacies. I hope you leave today with a better understanding of food trucks and a better appreciation of them. Next time you get a bite to eat, why not switch up that $5 footlong with one of the mobile treats that a food truck has to offer? No matter what you're eating, no matter what, you have to eat something to stay alive. So, but by eating at a food truck, you can broaden your culinary horizon and experience the world of food around you. Thank you.
Thank you.